Better late than never, you know? I don't know, I was downstairs and on the radio, I heard the breaking news, as they said. Breaking news, the Pope died of a heart attack and stroke. And I thought it was him meeting JD Vance. But I'm glad that they could clear that up. You know, get the elephant out of the room, so to speak. But yeah, I'm kind of late to doing my delivery job. It's coming up to fucking 10 o'clock at night. And not to give you a fright or anything, and look at this person behind the window. That's not a Pixar CGI glass kind of thing, like in Toy Story 1 where you can see them not moving. She's busy doing her job on her Dell computer, you know? I heard birds chirping outside my window. They were saying to get on with the fucking deliveries and stuff. So, petrol or diesel cap right there at the front of the scan truck. And I have some class picks. Last time I was limited to just driving around England, going up to Grimsby. But we got all this. Even the Faroe Islands, way up yonder. Way up yonder. Netherlands. And down as far as... You can even go as far as Greece if you want. Cyprus. And they've got the new spelling of Turkey. Georgia, Azerbaijan even. I don't know if we can deliver over in fucking Russia, but... I think we... Yeah, Luga. But look at all this empty space. I don't want to show over there and scare some Americans. And there's the Ukraine. We don't want to mention that place in case of... we're getting too political. Bosnia. Croatia. Look at all these European countries. As you Yanks like to say. Moldova. I had to do a school project on Moldova. Out of all the countries in all of, you know, the land in primary school when I was just a wee boy, of course my school project had to be on the one country with the least amount of interesting or famous facts about it. I got the most fucked over pick, you could say. But I don't want to deliver truck batteries. I don't want to deliver airmail. Shouldn't that be done by an airplane? Goat's cheese? Live cattle? It all depends on what I'm getting paid. So I can deliver grapes from Dublin, way over here. So I can... These are the people that are going to be paying me for the job, I think. So Tesco. I might do this Tesco job. Did you go do the Tesco job, man? Yeah. Or do one for IKEA. Ah, fuck IKEA. The Swedes can suck a lemon. Let's see. Grapes of Rat. The grapes of grapes. I thought that said from Dublin to Belfast, but no, it's down in France. The Gurners. You know, gurning is the art of making your fucking bottom jaw gurn into your top jaw. Like an Oblivion NPC or something. So Guernsey and Jersey. Classic. I wonder, did that reset all my jobs now? Because where'd my grapes go? I think it did. I think that resets it. Hold on, used packaging now. No, that's the old job there. So grapes from here to here. So I don't think I'll be working with Tesco. Yeah, I'll go with this. The sooner I get out of this fucking head-wrecking music in the menu, the happier I'll be. Got some new up-to-date technology within the truck. I got my cup holders. I've got... I don't know what that is. You know, put caution to the wind, so to speak. And I think... Yep, we can go deliver to new spots. And... Just gotta... So F2 does this. I'm gonna turn that off today because I'm gonna rely on my actual Windows I think I was too reliant on the old ways. The old methods. Okay. Let's be careful coming out of the loading area. Yeah, I'm a bit out of practice. It's been more than 2 weeks since I set foot in one of these high-tech machines. Just listen to me jibber jabber on. So, we're coming out of the loading bay area in Dublin. So, we can only go as fast as the speed limits will allow. That way to the airport. Oh fuck, the lights have gone. Somebody's in trouble. I think, oh. Fucking aliens are driving that. Those very pale looking people in there. You know, I don't feel safe now. If that's the type of people that are going around saving people, I don't want to be fucking rescued by that. Oh yeah. How rude of me not to indicate. See, you got the street signs and everything. Let's get going. And there's the Gardaí. It even has the right thing on it. And I have the right of way to piss off now. It was a red light there, but I was green for me on the other side. Let's hop on that indicator there. So, hopefully I don't end up in Belfast. Oh, fuck me. I just got Collision City now, look. I'm in the bus lane. You know what? Fuck it. I can be in the bus lane. I should be allowed to go in the bus lane. Now look at this landmark. Okay, nobody in my inside. Good. That could have been an instant whack. So we continue. I've been on this road before. Yeah, fuck you, man. I'm busy. Oh, look at this traffic. It's even the same in this. There's a set of 3 lights here. And if you're after coming home from a holiday, this is the shite that you have to put up with. I forgot to indicate, but who gives a shit right now? There's no indicate light warning deduction, so. Am I keeping on the M1? The M1 motorway. Breaking news, Pope Francis. I'm on the wrong fucking thing. We're gonna cause some absolute pile-ups on the M50 now. They call it the M50 because there's always 50 collisions on it. So here I come with my powerhouse of the cell. Absolute monster unit. I'm gonna plow onto this M50. I'm gonna be nice and courteous and fucking indicate. Wait, let's not plow straight over there. Let's go on the right, you know, the right road for a sec. There's a guy driving up my hole already. It's exactly like the M50. There's just people piling into each other behind you. There's a top-down view. Look at that. Actually, I have an idea. Oh, the port tunnel's coming up, is it? Did they actually put it in? Let's have a look like this. Authorities, we're keeping tabs on the M50 motorway. Did they actually put it in? A delivery was going wrong. As he was driving towards the port tunnel, he was causing mayhem. They even give you the height restrictions and all that. Oh, exciting! Look at this. I used to think when I was a boy, I used to think going into the port tunnel and all of your telecommunications getting like jammed was kind of cruel, but It's actually kind of shit when you're older. Just 1 second here. Slow the fuck down. We have a toll. Is there anyone in the toll booth? Come on. Time is money, come on. They've got their hip stuck inside the side bit there. Oh, don't tell me this is only for cars, is it? Oh, what a joke. Oh, why? Is there a fucking guy behind me as well? I've made a massive mistake. Okay, just drive. Just drive. Oh, fuck! Oh, this is a disaster. I'm gonna go into the back of all these fuckers now, so... Are they there? Sorry! I didn't mean it! Fucking hell, man. It's a big enough mess. So hold on. The toll has been paid by my employer, okay. Just let me squeeze out. That's it. Good luck! Fucking hell. I made a complete mess out of that. Is it off this side road? I think it's about time I, you know, took some stock and went to Apple Green now. Glad there's no one there, because of that would have caused an accident. I took a small loan of 50,000 to go towards buying a truck, but what ended up happening was I have now this 50k loan, and I haven't spent any money on any trucks yet because I'm just a little bit shy of buying a good one. Look, there's the Circle K. Stop in there for a bit of food later on. Just hit a small man or something. Fuck. What was that? Okay, slow down to fuck. Over there you can see Dublin Bay. Okay, let's obey the traffic laws. I need to get the ferry over, so we won't be in Dublin for long. Dublin. Okay, it's a wide turn over this way. A9, is it? A9 road. Oh, look at this. What is this? What a fucking mess of a road. You can go off into the M50 that way, and we're going to ferries. Get that shite flag down. Okay, indicate off. No, I'm going over this way. Hold on. Great. Hold on. Oh! Oh my god! Nearly fucking caused an accident. That could have been me killed. Okay, hold on. Is it raining? It's just the PC. I thought it was lashing. So going to Holyhead. Cost €700. I've driven through Wales once in this. As a little test run to see how this game would fare. So yeah, I've driven past this Tesco once. Please drive on the left side of the road. I mean, I was on the left side of the road at home, but why is the fucking GPS fucking up? It goes straight into the oncoming traffic, yeah. Hey, that's a bit confusing now. Is it glitched? Why is it saying go over that way? Just let me through, okay? That's it. I have a friend who, we're gonna see the sign for it up here now. Look at those English houses. I do live in these Englishy Wales houses. A guy from England who lives in Wales. I live in a Welsh house. Holyhead. Imagine living in this bit. You could sit out there and enjoy yourself. There's a bit of roadworks at it. He's after jackhammering into his foot. Whoops. Yeah, I don't want to get caught for speeding, but this is quite slow. Look at those Welsh stone walls. Welsh stone walls. Can't do a Welsh accent, can I? It's quite nice. I'll put the radio on like I did last time, but you know, I'm getting back into the groove of this, and I don't want to. The bus stop sign has fucking disappeared. I'm just trying to get a feel for the trucking again, you know? You know, some people would find this like shit boring, but it's a good way. It's a vehicle for discussion in a way as well. It makes it that much easier to talk. Oh, Bangor, that's it. Yeah, I have a friend who went to school in Bangor. Don't know why I'm doing that accent. You went to school in Bangor? There's the countryside, Welsh countryside. I've only been through Wales twice, and each time it was just foggy as fuck. And we were in a bus. So I didn't see much of Wales, to be honest. TBH. It's a Friday in game, but in reality it's a Monday. So 4 miles to Bangor. It's quite quiet on the roads over here, so that's quite good. Look at that. It's no Arc de Triomphe, but it will do. Diesel-wise, I'm like halfway. I've got some great eyes. I can just scope in whenever I want. Let me take a drink first. Oh. So what we got here now? That's a really odd name there. A very Welsh long road sign there. Getting plenty of cars passing me out. Fuck. That's a yellow car on the left. Oh no! Heart attack. Let's check the damage now. I've blocked the whole road. This is your fault. Look at him. He's got his Elon Musk tech fit. And he's not amused. Nah. Fuck's sake. You know what? It's a toll job. I know it's bad enough, but where the fuck? I need to get told. Yeah, this is it. Toll of service. Disaster. Oh no, have I been towed back to fucking Dublin? I'm in Liverpool, okay. Liverpool has been discovered. How far away am I from my destination though? In Liverpool? Yeah, I don't want to fuck up this time and It's quite quiet in Liverpool, so it is. Swap on to the map there. So I've got 6 hours of this trip now. Is this the roundabout that I ended up overturning the whole truck at? I might have done that. I'd like to stop at a service garage. Fill the truck with some diesel. Oh yeah, let's swap the lights on. I remember getting given out to loads the last time I was on this about light usage, and if there's anything I've already learned about trucking as to when you're checking your mirrors to not like plow straight into the guardrail. That's a good thing, you know? Acres. Oh, no. Stop. Oh, it's fucking too late. Anyway. What is the full map? I'm going to Chelmsford. That's a fucking fair enough distance, you know? To tell you the truth here, I feel like towing did a good thing because I was like about this point, and that brought me to Liverpool, so we're gonna get past Birmingham and we won't even be touching London, so the grapes of wrath. We got Cardiff and Manchester up this way. I'm gonna stick it on that radio, my favorite station. Where is it? It's not Truckers FM, it's Househeads. Sacco. Ya sacco. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot in it. This is trucker music, definitely. No sleep for me. I'm a deep shit. I was doing a Scouse voice for a while last week, and with the way I'm feeling tonight, I don't think I'll be able to belt it out very good. Once I go in and stop somewhere, I'll rest up my my jaw and my tongue so I can try it at least. This is a bus pulled in on the hard shoulder. What's going on? The Liverpool team have fucking shut down. Their bus has stopped. Let's overtake this guy. Istanbul was once Constantinople. That was a quick one, wasn't it? Is there another setting for the light? I think there was. J, was it? No, it was. Absolutely blind him. Look. You're in deep shit. Rave. He's off his arse! He's in deep shit! A trucker was doing this at near Cardiff. Cycle! There's a fucking cycle on the motorway. Look, the moon's out. I didn't even fucking plan to do this fucking mad shit. He's a cycle. Anton Deck, new show. Trucker cycle. This is so shit. It's rolled on into Saturday. Anyway, I'm gonna calm down now. You get bored on the motorway, you end up causing an accident. I want to set a good example. Look, see, nearly got ploughed into this poor guy, poor cunt. If I was him now, I'd overtake. So, go on. I'm letting you. Come on. If you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna plough right in. I'm gonna make some pace and pick it up to 60. Psycho! You're a fucking psycho! Crash offense? Is he fucked? Oh shit! I can't even look. It's too late. I hope he's okay, but there's a garage coming up here, so yeah, service is nice. We're gonna stop off at the petrol station. SO. Oh, fucking turn that off. Turn that off. Right, I'm here. I'm gonna fill up and get out. For whatever reason, the fucking lights and the wipers were going off. Okay. Get that filled. Oh, 54 liters. Yeah, I think that's enough. For a truck, maybe not a lot, but I'm not spending any more money, you know, even if it is paid by the employer, so there's something off with this fucking... Hold on. Oh, fuck's sake. Will anybody let me off the... Let me onto the road? I'm sure one of these cars is probably one of the ones I hit. What you doing, man? You're fucking reversing into him, you stupid cunt. Oh, he's giving him room, finally. Okay, I'm going. Indicators on, man. Indicators are on. He was getting notions, you know. He was gonna go. He was gonna go even though it was my turn to go. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I need to buy some shite for my truck when I get my own truck. You know, hang up some air fresheners and I don't know, a troll doll and some other rubbish. He's a psycho. He's a psycho. Wait, wrong one. He's a psycho. Okay, there could be speed cameras around this corner, so just slow down. Speaking of the devil, there they are. In terms of the full map, what am I looking at? Yeah, Birmingham is coming up soon. Yeah, I'm trying to adjust. Yeah, there we are. Is that a classic car there? What is that? It looks like a Toyota Terreno, if I'm saying that right. It might be just a Ford. Not too sure. It is quite dark. But the build looked like a Toyota Terreno, or wherever you say it. Sheffield, Birmingham. So if you want to just put full headlights on temporarily, you do that. But if you want to leave them on, you can do this, which I wouldn't recommend. You'll get in shit. Okay, continue on the main road. A lot of bad habits on display today, so you know, don't copy. Do as I say, not as I do. You know, Cardiff, Cambridge. 552 miles left in the tank, I think. Not bad. I mean, it's not too bad. Nearly went into the back of the bus. This is a nice atmosphere, you know. It's a lovely drive, so it is. It's a bloody lovely drive. I want to stop off at a service station, get a bottle of Bucky, you know. Get a bottle of Bucky. Be a buckfast. What? I'm yawning in the game. Your stream is a real yawner, mate. Your whole stream's fucking shit. I yawn at your streams, mate. I'd rather watch my own dad choke to death than watch your stream, you fucking pissant. Yeah, but what other streams would you see this? Three and a half hours to go. It's another SO garage. Would you stop yawning, man? I'm gonna hope and pray that this guy doesn't just pull right into me and destroy me, you know? So I'm running low on sleep. It's 3 in the morning. And I need to turn off at the next left. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Okay, slow down. If I can spy any stopping places, I'll pull in. I'll go to sleep. I do have to deliver this in 3 hours time, and that would make it 6 in the morning, so unless I do the delivery and then go to bed, but I think the sleep thing resets. It's gonna be a rave all night until I deliver all these grapes. It's kind of sad in a way because, you know, the Italians, you know, Pope Francis would have loved some grapes. You can turn that, turn grapes into wine. The grapes of wrath. Baby. Another warning that I should go to bed. I wonder, does the vision of the driver just immediately plummet and I'm gonna find myself in a hedge? Only one way to find out. You know, I'm settling in. I think I'm settling into this. I do need to kip off and get a quick drink of something anyway, though. Oh shit! I was looking at the wrong thing. We're coming up to a place I can stop in, which is quite good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Oh fuck's sake! It happened again. Yeah, this looks like the right thing. Oh, it's one of those really old school shell. Yeah, if I stop the engine in this spot. How are we looking? Lopsided. Hold on. Oh, fuck me. I'm not going to stop the engine until this is rectified. Get into the reverse gear. Hold on, hold on. We're going to go into the back of that guy. Oh, fucking hell. Let me straighten up first. How we looking now? It's quite hard to straighten up in a truck with the, you know, the back hanging out like this. I'm gonna end up fucking knocking out cold with these grapes in the back. Okay, I'm not into the back of him yet. Why is this happening? If there's one thing I haven't gotten used to is reversing in the truck. Yeah, the trailer ends up doing that. Look, that's as good as any. And there we have it. It's daytime. And off I go. Hold on. You fucking serious? Yeah, it's not so bad. And back on the road I go. I'll look into why, you know, the back end seems to always do that. Speed up. Oh shit, the lights. I need some lights on and I don't want... Hold on. I think it's on this set. I'm not entirely sure though. Yeah, just take up fucking both lanes. While I do like the station, it doesn't really suit daytime driving. Let's see what else they have.
You're useless. Worthless.
What?
I look after the money because you're a dope.
It's a beautiful day.
Fucking hell.
And join us on our Discord at discord.gg/.
I won't be doing that. Yeah, if I want to get DMCA'd and it's just shite, you know, typical radio pop tunes, I'll plonk that back on.
Warm mit 20 Grad max.
Waarop de Houthis uitleggen.
That's not bad. I need something relaxing after the last couple of tunes. The police officers. Oh yeah, this song. Yeah, I've heard this one. All day long. So how am I looking at? An hour 45 minutes. I would like to nip off and get some water, and then I think I'll be prime and ready to, you know, do my trucker speak while I'm on the job. That's what it's all about. I'm only doing this for the intention of yapping. I got plenty of stuff to talk about. I just need to, you know, kick my fucking behind in my keister in a gear. I couldn't decide between keister and gear. Rear end. Also, I'm after realizing that I don't want the bottom of my stream to have that YouTube famous people section. And the only person mentioned is the Pope. And last time I tried to list off a whole load of celebrities, the AI algorithm picked up on it and then only put 2 people. Which is a shame. Let me think. Let's plop fucking Steve Buscemi in here. What else can we put into the list? I don't want to make it too obvious because, like I said, it's gonna not do it then. Sean Bean. Sean Bean and Steve Buscemi. You know, they would work really nice together, you know? Hopefully the AI overlords didn't pick up on that. Oh, please, Masters, please. Please. Don't ban my YouTube account. I think I'm okay. I think I've appeased the YouTube AI robots. Polski-sklep. I want to see about, hold on. Just 1 second. Yep. Should be all good. I would like to keep to the 1 lane actually. Fuck. Oh shit. Stay, you know, pay attention to the road. Watch out for other drivers. Okay, good to know it works. Good to know. I'm gonna fucking kill ya. Your radio songs are shite. 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 There's the Popo. The UK Popo. You've got to like... Hold on. I've never heard that type of music in my life. It's actually decent. It's not bad. Hold on. There we go. That suits the mood. I'm in the UK garage. Garage band. I'm in a garage band. Just checking something on my phone. There was something I wanted to mention, so let me look through my phone here. Yeah, on the radio. I'm sure loads of people have realised this. Let's get driving again. But I'm not too big a fan of older songs just being taken and slightly remixed. And what I mean by that is just talked over, really. Where you have Blue Baba Dee Baba Die, or you have somebody I used to know, that guy. I can't even remember who he was, ironically enough. Well, I don't know if he sold the rights to his song to them, but all it is this girl singing, or it's not even singing, just saying the word anxiety over and over again. I mean, if that constitutes as music, then I'm an artist too, then. Also, I think there was another song on the radio which was just Gangster's Paradise. They're just talking over the original song. Like, I don't want any of that fucking shit. If I want to listen to the original song, just, put that on. Don't just speak over it. It's a very lazy way of producing art. Yeah, modern future music it's called. Modern future wasted of my time. It's still not loud enough on this radio station. That's a lot better now. When I'm not revving the engine, you can just enjoy the jazz. So good thing I did that, because normally I slow down way too late and then, accidents happen. What a nice guy. He's stuck on the roundabout. It's a checkpoint. That, or they're waiting to bust me, or they're waiting to bust somebody else, or I'm 9 minutes away from my destination now. Chelmsford. It's probably a dodgy what the fuck? Somebody's after leaving their chimney out. Is there anybody from Chelmsford that can confirm this? Like, what is this? Mary Poppins. They got the Mary Poppins fucking chimney in the middle of the road. I'm not even trying to do a joke or a bit or anything. I'm just pointing out the fucking chimney. Your mum buys at Primark. She gets all her clothes from Primark. Okay, plug that on. And the first delivery is nearly a go. It's nearly done. Oh, fucking hell, man. It's always the wipers now. And there's Tesco. It's a big Tesco. Well, it's good to see that there's actual people that live here and it's not just a ghost town like Liverpool was. And what's this? Auto World? Stop. Yeah, this is kind of the atmosphere I was going for at the start of the stream, but you know, it takes a while to get back into the old work shoes. I'm not going to head off and get a coffee, but I am going to go get a glass of water because I guzzled that. I desperately need it. Does nobody have? It's Saturday. I was wondering, was it a weekday? But no, people are enjoying their Saturday off. Or maybe they're on their way to, like, you know, to Tesco. Who knows what they're going to do with their weekend? Oh, a bunch of friends meeting up. Did you see that ludicrous fucking thing? Did you see the X's behind me? Are you talking about the giant floating X's behind your bald head? You serious? Susan, listen to me. I'm talking about me ex-girlfriend. I am your ex-girlfriend. Susan, don't leave me. Hold me back, Stace. Hold me back. Yeah, on mount the curb, why don't I? Yes. Fuck's sake. Hold on. Is it going to be a clean turn? That's clean enough. I'd rate that a fucking 6 out of 10, you know. Blocking the whole motorway was a low point, but okay, let's play it safe. Please head to the designated unloading area. You know, this jazz station is, you know, it's doing something else. I'll have to favorite it when I load, you know, all this together, you know? Once I get this all done and dusted. Hold on. And then I'm gonna do it right. Is that good? A bit more forward. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? And way overshot. Hold on. Like I said, I need to learn how to line up the trailer a bit better, you know? The oldies but the goldies. Oh, go back. That was perfect. That's it done. So what did I get? Oh yes. Soon I'll be a skilled worker, you know? I'm gonna plug it into high value. Okay, jobs. Wait, do I have enough? Do I have enough to buy my own truck? Because then I don't have to go on deliveries to drive around. I can just fuck off. You know, no pressure, but I have a bank loan I need to pay off as well, so. A Volvo Sleeper. 24 grand. It's tempting. It's 2009. Renault deal. Renault. Please purchase the Renault RTE Renault deal. Renault. It's Renault or bust. Is that a scan? It's a scan 2009. Fuck, I'll buy that. 44 grand. Please select the destination garage. Okay, so let's go put it in Dublin, no? Okay, I've got a place in Birmingham, so that's the only place I'm allowed to put it. A slot. Fucking this one. Thank you for your purchase. Immediately. So what are these looking like? I hope this truck I bought doesn't become a hassle, you know? A real fucking, you know, money hole. That's all I need, a money hole. So driver manager. I'm driving my Scania, you know, R 2009. Status is it fucking broken? What do you mean? I've got one of the lowest ratings. And my truck condition's only like 2 stars. Yeah, no. A total restore. What's that looking? It's a bit banjaxed. Shit. Okay. Recruitment network. So I can hire other drivers, is it? So here's these guys are worth less than me. They're rated lower than me, I mean. I need a trailer, I believe, as well. Yeah, so get that purchased as well. So I've got 2 of those. So that gives me a bit more leeway when I want to do other jobs. I won't customize it yet. Let's go back. And here it is. Yeah, I'm not going to go into the truck manager just yet. Isn't it beautiful? 2009 looks pretty good, but I can do a quick travel now. Let's go to trailer manager. So, or do I need to go into the truck manager to slot on? See, this is no good to me. So how do I attach the trailer to my truck? Maybe you don't do that. Maybe it does it itself. Is it review it? Yeah, fuck this, man. I don't see anything. I'm back over in Birmingham, but what is this shit? They're just like giving me an overview of my truck now. Please drive it into your shitty shed. Okay, I will. Yeah, that's a 2009 steering wheel. Ah, it's so familiar. But what I've noticed about this is I did buy it, you know, it's a different side of the, you know, the dash. I got the other side of the, you know, the other way drive, if you know what I mean. I don't want to stop the engine yet. So that's it parked. My current productivity is this. I have no idea what that means. I'm making 53 grand. I average about 8k. Okay. You do not have enough money to upgrade your garage. It's pretty crap. Let me get out of this. So now what? So I'm in Birmingham right now, but I'd like to be around here. Just drive around. Let's see. Can I just like stop off? Unless it wants me to do this, does it? Where's the quick travel option, you know? Yeah, I want to do this. Let's do this. Your truck is not in a condition for quick travel. Visit the service or call for assistance. Call for assistance, you say? And whereabouts would I call for assistance now? Maybe on F7. Excessive vehicle wear. I mean, I did buy it used. So let's do that. I haven't even taken on any new jobs. It's all just fucked. To repair, yep. Let's get this thing serviced. That's not that bad. I'll just get a total. Oh. I don't think I'm going to be repairing the whole thing today, so... What's the most important part? Wheels are important. And the chassis is important. So is that. The engine is quite important too. Oh my god. If I took a job, would I be able to do this for free? And I'm lacking the funds. So I can fix either this, the engine, or I could like put some money into wheels. 5k for the wheels. That's too much. I can afford those two. So I'll do this. I need to do a job. I'm skint. There's a guy pulling his tractor. Any jobs? Mason jars. You see, I'm stuck now because I thought buying that truck was going to like give me a little bit more freedom to do what I want. But now I realize it's a death trap. I'm going to be in servitude of my shite truck that I bought. I'm going to drive from Wexford. I can't pick any of these spots. I can only pick Dublin. So Dublin kind of deliveries. Dublin to Edinburgh for some potted flowers. Forklifts. And this brings me way up to Cars Isle. I haven't been up there yet. Medical equipment. What's good money? What's good money? I don't want to go there. See, I'd like to go up this way. And look, it fucking brings you through Drogheda, and it brings you up way fucking Newry, and then brings you up Lisbon. I want to do this one. That's the next one, yes. I feel it. This is going to be good. And I've been given the IKEA truck in all of its splendor. I'm looking forward to this trip. Well, you old bastard, I need to get out. Oh, there was this one time where me and my friend, sorry about that, back the fuck up. Me and my friend went to the IKEA in Dublin. There's only the fucking one, I believe, unless they've got another one. It was the North Side IKEA. Go on there. And so I wanted to buy a table, like a desk, for my PC. This was ages ago now. It must have been like 7 years ago. But the idea was that both me and him went to IKEA. We bought the flat pack, the flat pack desk, and he was going to help me carry it. And we ran into the problem when we went to visit and see the actual what we'd be bringing on the bus and stuff. It was way too fucking big. There was no way in hell that I was going to be able to manage by myself, let alone with him. And this as well, this bus stop beside IKEA is so fucking dodgy. And by the time we got to IKEA and everything, it was late. I think it was in the winter time. Oh, fuck yeah. So I don't think I was going to manage taking this flat pack desk on the bus or in the area around there, because it hasn't got the best reputation, so it doesn't. Okay, good to know I'm on the right track, because I thought for a second there I went the wrong way. So Port Tunnel and then end up going to Newry. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I'd like to favorite this radio station, so I do. I've done it again. It's always the wipers. But once I get a bit of bob, once I get a few bits of bob, I'm going to be happy enough to pay money towards my fucking loan. I need to pay off my loan, and I also need to pay off the servicing of the fucking truck that I bought in fucking Birmingham. Please stop. We're going to head onto the M1 motorway. And then once I'm on the M1 motorway, belt down it and enjoy the trip, and I'll get on to discussing plenty of stuff. There's so much stuff to discuss that I'll be bone dry once I'm done. But I do need to stock up on Gardy. Oh shit, why did I do that? Yeah, onto the M1 motorway. The infamous M1 motorway. The one used by countless people every day to go to work because all the jobs are in Dublin, and then the road out of it. It's also the same road where you can ferry drugs. Oh, fucking Apple Green, hell lad. Go to Apple Green, lad. It's class, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've kind of spoofed you because I did want an excuse to go to Apple Green, and also I need to take a piss. I know it's adding extra fucking time to the... See, it says cars that way. I took the right exit. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep on going this way, it seems. I'm gonna stop in, go into the shop here. I'm gonna go into the shop and then get a drink and also take a piss. End up going to fucking Burger King in there. Rank Burger King. If you're a truck driver in real life, the sight of this fucking place is gonna make you sick. So let's park into one of these bays. What are they delivering? Some fucking bread. Grand. Go to bed. We got a high. I hate to be the guy. I hate to be the guy. I was saying like Quentin Tarantino, and then I didn't. You know, I hate to be the guy, but I gotta go for a leak, okay? I gotta go for a piss. It's nighttime. I'd like to keep the music on, but I also want to put up that clip. Let's put Tarantino on the screen. For some reason, my YouTube recommendations is bringing up The Getaway. I like how if you type in Tarantino Desperado, it's instantly there. The Desperado scene, okay? I made a weird, like, fish noise with my lips there. What the fuck? There it is. Yeah, this is me. Except, I don't think Apple Green looks like this.
I'm gonna bet you $300 that I can piss into that glass over there and not spill a single solitary drop.
I think I missed my favorite bit, though. Hold on. It's here, yeah.
Sí, tengo dos cabrones aquí. No.
This reminds me of a joke.
This reminds me of a joke. I'm gonna piss all over your bar. I'm gonna piss all over you. And not only are you not gonna be mad about it, you're gonna be happy. So I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'm gonna get a drink of water, and we'll be back, and I'll watch this fucking clip. And then I'll deliver all the goods to fucking where we need to go. We're gonna be going through Belfast very fast. So stay tuned, as they say. Fucking stay tuned, okay?
Peggy 18.
Get ready for a Silent Hill experience like no other. Deranged sickos prowl the streets, and it's up to one man to put a stop to it. Play as James Sunderland, a useless asswipe who's searching for love in Silent Hill.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
Play with up to 4 friends in the 4-player co-op mode, split into 4 different gameplay screens. Play it on the go anywhere you want. Will James find his dead wife alive, or will he find something bigger? He won't finish this game on stream, but rest assured he will drag it on for years to come. If you thought you've seen it all, look again. James Sunderland, Junior Robert Fat Edition, Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder, after stealing your actual heart. James Gordon, Barry Barton. This guy, a must-see for all the family. Silent Hill 2, rated M for mature.
New dawn is approaching over at McDonald's. Get the new quarter pounder with crispy bacon. You won't want to miss this beef delight. Only at McDonald's. The Eurosaver burger is back and crispier than ever. Crispy fries, crispy bacon, and it's not undercooked. But I'll be a dead fry on it.
At O3, we care about our customers. We'll shut off your phone even when it has credit.
Amazon Frog Latte. For when you need that little leap to get you where you need to be. Jesus. There's a bit of something else in this coffee. Amazon Frog Latte. Take the leap.
Yeah, I think that's a short enough. That's a good enough time for a break. What do you think? So what was I doing? I was I don't know if I really wanted to put this up on the stream. You see, when I started, I had that whole like gung-ho thing about this. You know, I was gonna take my time, say what I wanted to say. You know, deliver this. You know, it's not just about delivering the stuff in the game. It's about delivering what I want to, you know, my own introspection about stuff. Not that it's fucking important or anything, but I like to communicate, you know, get things across in a way. But I kind of didn't have the, I did have the energy. I just, for whatever reason, whenever I was on the road with this, I was kind of, you know, I wasn't doing the delivering as best as I could. Cause I'm out of the game, I'm out of practice. You know, juggling between, you know, driving and speaking. My whole mind was on the road. My tongue kind of felt tongue-tied. So I'm trying to slowly pick up, you know, the pace. So I don't know why I've decided to put this on the fucking stream, because it's just because somebody said hi, and I did a Tarantino thing, and it reminded me of it.
Comes back at the
Very Tarantino thing with the fingers. Look. I'm trying to juggle all these fucking cups and shit. You wouldn't say that.
comes back at the bar.
I will say, the average experience I've had streaming, you know, gone. You know, doing entertainment as a you know, as a thing anyway. Doesn't matter if you're on the top level, the bottom level of entertainment. The fucking customer, you know, the average Joe is gonna look like this. Essay. They're gonna look like they don't give a fuck. They're gonna give you that look of, you know, what's that word? Not dereliction, but kind of that dissatisfied and detached. It doesn't matter how fucking good at this stream I am gonna be. It doesn't matter if I'm gonna be shit at the fucking stream. I'm gonna get that every fucking time. And is it out of disrespect that I say that? No. I have absolute respect for the audience. But am I aware that I'm gonna be great with that no matter how fucking good or even bad this stream turns out? It's gonna be given this. So, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be red in the fucking face, okay?
It, man. You got it in everything except the glass.
You're gonna hear this bit.
He's pissing on the stools, on the floor, on the phone, on the bartender.
He's pissing on the fucking customer. He's pissing all over. He's pissing on the guy in the chat. He's pissing all over the fucking guy on Twitch. He's pissing everywhere but the stream.
He's pissing everywhere except the fucking glass.
And he's rolling his eyes. Get on with the fucking stream. And that's what I'm gonna do. Because I got potted flowers to deliver to Edinburgh. And I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. As my friend Joe would say. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. But not to the song, though. I don't know what fucking happened when I was gone, but... You know, this was a great jazz station until there was vocals, you know? Not to diss the song, but I'd prefer a track that was just... No, I'm not putting that on. How's Jazz London for you? Shite.
Sale now. Chauffeur service available on UK mainland. Full time supply over 50.
90s country. Bluegrass. I'm never putting on bluegrass ever again. Oh, this could be a good one. This is the one. This is the one. Perfect. Absolutely perfect for what I want. You know, in life, it's always a stone's throw away from what you actually want. The hustle and bustle of the city, the bright lights. You think you want it all, but what you really wanted was none of it. You wanted none of it. You take a nice long drag of that cigarette, and into the open air the smoke goes. And back onto the M1 motorway. Delivering potted plants for IKEA. And don't forget to blind the other people on the road. Those bright lights are not bright anymore, and the headlights should be on. The Drogheda Bridge, the toll bridge on the M1. Let's slow down. I like to turn down the engine for this. It's perfect. Where's the audio? Audio. Let's see, engine. Truck engine. Turn this shite down. For what I want, it's not perfect, you know? That's it. As you drive through the M1 toll, going towards the Drogheda Bridge. Oh, stop. There's no, €6 fucking. Dundalk and Mullingar. But as you drive away from the M1 toll booth, passing the Drogheda, the Mary Macalee's Boyne Valley Bridge, you're cast off to the old days The good old days of when you were young, and those bright lights are no more. There's the Gardaí. The orange glow isn't there anymore. The nice, enveloping, embracing orange glow from the lights. The street lights don't shine like that anymore, kid. You gotta grow up. You gotta see that things aren't the way they used to be around here anymore. When I was a kid, the lights, they shone really bright. And in the back seat of your parents' car, maybe you were trying to play Pokemon. You were trying to play Pokemon Yellow. I don't know what type of voice I'm doing for this. I need to fucking do like a consistent voice. Just do my own voice. That's better. Instead of delivering the potted flowers, you get thrown back to the good old days. Where you weren't driving for any job. You know, some people come and go through your life. Nothing is certain in life. It's quite easy to be led astray. Not all roads lead to the same destination, but in the end, they all do. You start thinking to yourself, am I on the right path for me, or where's my friends gone? You start looking behind you and you realize you've got more road done than you're ever gonna see again. You start to feel sad. You start to reminisce about the good old days, where you had no worries, or at least you thought you had no worries. It can be quite hard to discern, you know, from, is this what I want? Maybe all you were looking for in life was that stability you had as a child. That's it. The orange glow's gone. You know? That dusty aroma that you used to smell in your father's car is gone. And the bridge to Dundalk, you know, you used to be nostalgic about that. Now you just don't feel nothing. That time you sequestered yourself away from everybody. Back then it was a choice. You wanted to keep to yourself. Now look at you. As you make contact with the road yet again, your focus starts to go back to the past. The road sort of vanishes in front of you, and all you're left with is contemplation of what happened a long time ago. And as the sun rises again onto a new day, you're still holding on to the last day. You still think about yesterday's breakfast, and you're now in Northern Ireland. You're not even thinking about what's going to happen in the next couple of minutes. You're not even thinking about what's going to go down. Instead of doing the speed limit, you're just gonna keep to your own groove, keep to your own pace. We all make it in the end to where we need to go. You start to reminisce and think about the college days. Maybe you didn't go to college, but you remember the hustle and bustle, the rush. There was just a rush to your head. Maybe that's what went wrong in your life. You followed the crowd. But then there's comfort in doing what you're supposed to do. You just went along with what was, presented in front of you. Could you have gone wrong? Whatever path you chose was it was the path that was given to you. Whether you had many options is beside the point now. You start to think about all of those times that you let yourself down. Arnold tracks while doing deliveries. No, I'm doing a thing here. You know, the best days are probably behind you now, but you're in Northern Ireland, bud. You better put that paddy cap down. You better keep that accent on hold, because the Oblivion remake comes out tomorrow and you gotta get that English accent into you. Okay? Cillian Murphy's not gonna be around forever, dog. Hey Arnold tracks. You know, back when you used to eat screwball ice creams, maybe even chalk ices with your dad. At the time, you couldn't even think, I'm gonna miss this shit. But as the time and, you know, as time goes on and on and on, we got two guys in a pod. Well, you're listening to Jazz FM. We're delivering potted plants to Edinburgh through Newry Road. They even got the right kind of dusty bits on the road. But back to the contemplation chat. Someday you'll look out the window and you'll say to yourself, I don't know if this is the life I wanted to live, you know what I'm saying? And now I sound black, and we're gonna go through Lisburn. Why would you go through Lisburn? You know, stick to the motorway. In his deep contemplation, he went off track. The chewing gum of yesterday, it's always gonna be there, John. You always said that. Now you're driving through Lisburn, and your ass is starting to chafe. I don't know if I got any more years left in me, dog. You start to realize that the fashion trends of yesterday have caught up with you. Your pants are too high, old man. They don't wear jeans like they used to in the 90s, man. You start to feel, you know, self-conscious. Why was it all worth it? I don't know if I belong in this time period, man. Bring me back! Bring me back! You start having panic attacks. And when those panic attacks start to build, you have a heart attack! Shit! But then you see Yum Yum Burger Joint, and you say to yourself, I'm gonna hold over for the Yum Yums. I don't give a fuck if I'm a fat fuck now. I'm gonna go to Yum Yums, get a milkshake, and a giant cheeseburger. So you go to Yum Yums and you get your cheeseburger, and the narration kind of stops for a bit. But then you say to yourself, you know, Johnny, we got this, Johnny. Who gives us a damn if times are changing? You've changed, Johnny. You've gone through different accents in different locations. You forgot to put on your indicator, then you put on your wipers. This isn't like you, Johnny. You know, life comes at you fast. But when life gets you fast, you go to Apple Green 'cause the chat said so. Fuck. You didn't even look through your fucking rearview mirror. And suddenly, you're at Apple Green. You see, they got chopsticks. Hold on. They got Best Coffee. They got Bueno, Bakewell, Burger King, unleaded petrol, $1.49 a pop. He said that for a laugh. Apple Green. Welcome to Apple Green. Stop in and have a biscuit or a cookie. Oh look, there's a bunch of people waiting outside of the Apple Green. Nice. That's why I park up in here. This looks like a lovely spot. Lovely spot. It's a lovely spot. Let's go to bed. Get that rest in. You see, it was 6 in the morning there, it says. And now it's 3:21 on a Sunday afternoon. What the fuck mumbo jumbo was I speaking about yesterday? You know, time flies. Some say time flies when you're having fun. Other times it's misery. You know, I couldn't even help myself to the biscuits and buns and apple green. But listen to me, it's back to the M1 motorway. Let's hopefully stay on track. Oh, fuck. Reverse. Sometimes you gotta put your life into reverse gear and go back onto the open road. I mean, not the sign. We're low on petrol, but we're not low on vibes. We're going to Belfast, and that's that. You have to go fast through Belfast, that's why it's called Belfast. You dig? The IKEA Truck Express with the potted plants in the back. You start to contemplate and wonder, was delivering potted plants to Edinburgh a good idea? Johnny, you always used to say to me you'd go to Edinburgh someday. Now you're just an old crone working for IKEA. And there they have it. The trapezoid of Belfast. It's a tetrahedron, Joe. Johnny, I don't know what the fuck that is, but Belfast looks even uglier in person. You take a long drag of that e-cigarette. You said you were gonna give them up last week. Last week turned to November, and November turned to last Tuesday, and last Tuesday turned to 3 years ago. You realize Johnny's been dead for 3 years? I'm gonna have to hold my head in shame. I wasn't at the funeral, Johnny. I've just discovered Belfast and gasoline. We're low on petrol, and I'm low on my patience. And the Everglades of Belfast started to load in. Johnny! You said you'd be there for me, Johnny! You're dead! So, life comes at you fast. Like those guys at Ramadan. They fast until they can't go fast. They're slow cause they're low on fuel. You get me, Johnny? Johnny used to tell the best jokes, Johnny. Now I'm just an old guy running low on the fuels of life. Delivering potted plants to Edinburgh. There's no one on the road for me anymore, Johnny. I remember speaking to Susan the other day. She always said that this was an old man's game. She was correct. I was a young man, now I'm an old man. Doing the same wet work for wet wipes. Use code Johnny at checkout for wet wipes at amazon.de. That's Johnny at amazon.de. Amazon.co.uk can fucking kiss it. Fuck 'em. Amazon.ie, rip off. Don't even use it. Johnny used to buy it off there. He's dead. Poor Johnny. So if you're feeling lonely this weekend, think of Johnny. I'm gonna stick a nice picture of Johnny on the dashboard. So when I get all sad by my lonesome, I can look at Johnny. And maybe a tear will form. And I'll think of the good times. Me and Johnny on the road. Right there. I hope you liked my Johnny improv. But, poor guy's dead. There's a bit of truth to all that jibber jabber. Life comes at you fast. Stop in Apple Green and take your time. Eat your sandwich as slow as possible on your lunch break. And make sure you're in the right lane. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, when to pick up and run. So where are we heading? Not to Temple Patrick and Antrim. Fuck no. I'm gonna take a nice drink of cold water so then my Johnny voice doesn't fucking fuck up my throat. He's plucking away at that. Johnny guitar. All this for some shoddy flowers anyway. We drove around fucking Belfast, did we not? Let's have a look at the Maparoonie. Where is the map? Is it M for map? I think it's M for map. And we need to go to Larne. Once you go to Larne, you get the ferry from Larne over to Carnryan. Then we're going to go through Dumfries. And we're not even going to go to the best city, Glasgow. We're going to go through that poshy shite Edinburgh. I would like to go visit Edinburgh, but I've been to Glasgow and, you know, from what I was told, Glasgow's the real Scotland, so I preferred going there. Dough. Let's do my indication here, you know. I think doing that the Johnny bit for so long has added like a gruffness to my voice. A57B. There's nothing else on that sign. That sign is fucking good for nothing. I'm gonna swap radio stations here, you know? You know, what is this one? I'm gonna add that to the favorites. Let's put on something new. Yeah, what's this?
You're listening to Neural Wave FM.
What is
Are
this?
neural chips too expensive for the average layman? Jack into the stream of consciousness and share your thoughts with us. We have our first caller, Michael Botson.
Some English radio.
What do you think is the problem here?
Well, the thing is, I've been using the same neural chip for 8 years now, and the
Slow the fuck
battery's
down.
yet to fail me. I can see that there are concerns of what happens when it comes the time to get replacement, but I've too many memories stored on it to really make the job. And,
Focusing.
I think it's ridiculous that my childhood memories are stored on the cloud.
Oh.
Because who's
There's a
to say
crash there.
those are my childhood memories and not somebody else's?
What's this guy yammering on
Mike,
about?
that's all the airtime we have, and you didn't really answer the question, but we hope you can contact Apple to rectify the issue. You're on the wave, Robo Willie.
It's Will, and you'll give me some respect.
He's angry,
I
is he?
apologize sincerely, Will. So what's your take on this price hike nonsense?
Well, it's a joke, and not a good one.
What an accent.
We have to decide whether we want faster clock speed or slower clock speed, more memory. It's unfair.
What is he on about?
You might be a few revisions behind because we're talking about the new Neuralink 5 Max.
Neuralink?
Which comes out September 1st.
Well, I think it's unfair to discriminate against clankers just because they don't work as well as the other lads.
Will you be buying the Neuralink?
This is some social kind of
I've no choice.
commentary I've missed.
Wife says when we carry on, she better off marrying a Casio calculator.
What?
Well, anyway, Willie, that's all we've got. The next caller is actually using a primitive method. They're calling on a landline. Hello?
I've heard you talking shite about the caravan community.
What?
You said that we'd be better off being half bikey, half caravan.
Oh my
It was a figure
god.
of speech, and we'd never disparage our listeners with anti-traveler rhetoric.
You did. I might be a traveller, but I'm not thick. You said wandering vagrants would be better off recycling their caravans in themselves.
I need to go with Circle
than
K.
being alive. Why is that? If anything, you're a box of spanners and nuts.
Alright, goodbye.
I'm from Grimsby.
Oh,
and
Grimsby.
He was being a bit of a prick, and I know I didn't mean to, but he spilled Lucozade all over my nan's neural chip, and it short-circuited.
Oh,
It's
poor
been
guy.
5 months since it happened, and every time I see a Lucozade, I get upset.
That's horrible news to hear,
His
James.
poor nan
What's your
fucking
thoughts
died
on
or
the
something.
Neural Chip Pro Max 5?
I'm from Grimsby. I think it's a little shy. I just want me nan back.
Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, on to our next caller. Good evening.
I shouldn't be laughing. Somebody's nan's dead.
Henry the Hoover, how are you doing this beautiful grey Monday?
First of all, how dare you identify as Ariana the Grande Hoover?
I'm sorry, I had
Need
no
to fill
idea
up.
you changed your name. So, Ariana, was it your take on this? Your design as a cleaner, am I correct?
Just because I'm a Hoover, I'm only able to clean. Is
Let me
that
check
what
my
you're
mail.
saying?
No, I didn't imply.
That is exactly what you just said, and everyone knows
Oh,
what
she's
you
going
meant
off
by
on him.
that.
By the manufacturer's manual, it says you're only programmed for hoovering crumbs and sawdust.
So I can't decide for myself. I have to listen to what you say I can and can't do.
Well, you're not talking about the reason you called in. You're arguing with me about something completely unrelated.
How can anyone listen to your show? It's drivel.
Yeah, I agree.
That wasn't how I expected that to go. Anyway, we are giving away a brand new Hoover.
These English radio stations, like in the north, are just rubbish.
And all you have to do is link in with your thoughts on the royal family's new robo-dog name. 77577.
I won't be calling to this fucking rubbish show.
VVV is the access code.
I'm going to the
Before we
ferry.
play our lineup here, here's the brief news. Just stop oil protesters pour flour and eggs all over Nigel Farage statue in protest over synthetic human rights.
Okay.
Dobo Priests debuted with their new album, Mass Circus,
Well, lads.
with only one song on the chart.
Hey, soon.
Donald Trumpotron expresses interest in buying the moon, with bids coming in at over 5 billion Dogecoin. That's the news. Up now, though, is more Dua Lipa. You're listening to Neural Wave FM.
I'll fucking never putting this radio station on again. Is this a new song? It's a song about washing up liquids or something. Fucking hell. Dua Lipa's new fucking song is rubbish. Go. Was that monkeys going mental? What is that? Yeah, it's alright. Jesus, they'll sing about anything nowadays. Fucking Tesco and shopping. What? Washing up liquids. I'm in Scotland now. Crisp packets are crunched. Listen to this trucking is not great. Oh, get that fucking Union Jack down. I'm kind of busy driving, so I can't really turn it off. Sorry. I mean, this is like typical radio, isn't it? Oh, look at this. I'm not... Wait, 5 hours? Where the fuck am I? Hold on. So we're down here. I'm gonna go... Not into Glasgow, but near it. I have quite a long distance to cover. 5 hours. Which isn't really 5 hours. It's gonna be a lot less. Maybe 50 minutes. This could be a 50-minute kind of, you know, ordeal. Or maybe 25, it depends. Depends if I crash. I'll have to turn this down. Monday Magic. Oh. Speeding, speeding! Little bridge. Head off. That was a close call, so it was. Look at this like little Scottish town of Stranraer. The fuck is this now? There's more! I don't know what to expect.
Good evening. It's 7 o'clock. The misery continues as a bus that smells of piss exploded near Junction 12, close to a field of cattle, resulting in methane gas in Europe. Expect delays mainly on the N75 road, which has been
N75.
blocked off, causing major delays to routes you've never heard of.
I'm on the A75. Is that affected?
Many shift blame to rising cost of petrol and diesel prices. And subsequently, climate activists have been arrested without...
Climate activists have been pissing on the road. What? What?
Our next story. A dopey American says something utterly ridiculous, which has sparked backlash online.
What?
And finally, is goat willy a superfood? An unverified study has revealed that scientists do weird shit with no significant change in your day-to-day life. But so-called health experts will be spreading this news as gospel. This has been Podrick McCarrington at...
What? He didn't do his job. He didn't even say what radio station he works for. What? Yeah, I need to put some
green flags.
What's this?
Black bags. If you're struggling to get your Johnson raw red, why not
Fuck
get
me
some
is worse
help?
than RT
With more
radio.
than 25 qualified professionals. We'd be happy to help.
I'm Dr. Marvio. I love to help your mental health.
With spots on your fly, get up to 10% off with us. Good for nothing help. We're not a scam.
I want to go back on my Househeads UK. Oh wait. Much better. Johnny. I want to increase the sounds of the game again. It's hard to get a nice balance between everything, you know? So what did I wanted to talk about so desperately? So yesterday I was on sabbatical. It just so happened to be 420 on Sunday. But I'll tell you, someone on permanent sabbatical today, the Pope. They wheeled him out to meet J.D. Vance of all people, then he gave him Kinder Eggs to celebrate Jesus. And after that meeting he died. I don't know if that's a bad omen or what. So, the Pope. We've all heard about the Pope. I heard he's gone. You know, I'd be surprised if somehow you didn't hear about it. You know, knowing this country, L1s are scrolling RIP.ie looking for him to be first to say, rest well. It's not the same as hearing, oh, you know, Michael, he wasn't feeling the best. He didn't sound the best, and, you know, Michael didn't look the best either. He was the fucking worst at everything, really. But, well, he didn't make a miraculous recovery yet, and he's passed away. You know, anyway, forget about him. Did you hear about the Pope? So, in unrelated news, you know, anyway, I heard the Oblivion remake was supposed to shadow drop today. But, it turns out the only thing that dropped was, the Pope. Look at this nice, quaint town, you know? You know, I wonder what the Pope's up to now. Do you know what I find annoying? You know when someone says to you they forgot something, and then they say it's the Mandela effect? Nelson Mandela. You know, I feel sorry for him because whenever someone forgets something, it's always his fault. Oh, did that always look like that? Anyway, it's all Nelson Mandela's fucking fault. You know, it's never your own brain forgetting something, it's always him. You'd think people forgetting, you know, what he was famous for is the worst thing, and I disagree. It's him being dead. You know, I don't know if that's true because it must be the Mandela effect's fault, but here on I shouldn't be looking at my phone while I'm driving, but let me just, you know, quickly open up my phone here. My magic phone has the answer to what Nelson Mandela was famous for. Nelson Mandela is best known for his tireless work as a leader in the fight against apartheid in South Africa. I should be not on my phone while doing this. Eventually becoming the first black president of the country. Also a place known for white people, and Elon Musk sadly. I'm also minus 500 euros in debt, and I need to deliver this or I'm not gonna be able to eat tonight. But yeah, there's a lot here about activism, a prison sentence. Mandela was in prison for 27 years. He got a Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. So there you go. So all you fuckers have bad fucking memory. You're tarnishing the memory of Nelson Mandela. It's not his fucking fault you can't remember something right. And the worst thing about it is not even that, it's that he's dead. You can't come back from that. I really like the scenery of Scotland. It's something else. I'm running kind of low on sleepage. It's not fucking Mandela's fault, man. Leave the poor guy alone. This old man's a rolling stone. Or he's just a stone now. You know, I fucking wonder what the fucking Pope's up to right now. He was thought to be dead when he was still very much alive. Well, as Mark Twain once put it, and I'm gonna misquote it, the rumors of my death were only slightly exaggerated. In the end, they got Mandela. They got Nelson Nutella. And let me tell you, I'm sounding like the mob boss from The Simpsons. Listen, Bart. I've lost the fucking the impression. Okay, listen, Bart. Nelson Mandela. He has nothing to do with Nutella. Johnny Tightlips, you tell him. Sorry, Johnny the Squealer, you tell him. I'm Johnny Squealer. Pick a horse from the third race, not the fifth. Well remembered, El Barto. I didn't even know he was sick. Rest in peace, Nelson Mandela. Your memory's completely been fucked. That nobody knows what happened. I was listening to the old. Let's look at the old Simpsons, right? I was thinking about season 1 Simpsons has a distinct different sound, and they're way too animated. It's so strange. Yeah, here it is.
Psychiatrist war. We know our kid is.
I'm old Homer Simpson. I speak like this. We haven't found the actual voice for the character.
Nuts?
Oh, on the contrary, I have some very exciting news for all of us. This aptitude test we administered this morning has revealed that the young Bart here is what we call a gifted child.
A what?
A what?
You see, they still... He hadn't got the voice down to the science yet. You know, fuck me, that is some smarmy gamer looking look to him. I saw something here, look. Oh, where's that fucking screenshot? Wait. This is on the sidebar, so... This is the best of Kermit's news flash. So, we've heard the breaking news about the Pope. It's about time we hear the actual news. I thought Kermit just said, "You got AIDS! Get off the phone!" Apartheid! The news, Muppet news! Apartheid has still yet to dissolve in Palestine.
Hi-ho, this is Kermit the Frog.
Reporting from Grimsby.
Speaking to you from the scene of the accident.
Yeah, my truck fucking overturned on the runway, and this is what we get. Okay. That's your Muppet News Flash. We'll have to bring Muppets News Flash back. It's a great segment. I really like that Muppets News segment that he had on his streams years ago. It brought joy to my stone cold heart. I'm such a cynical man that nothing works. I'm not gonna break into the Johnny voice anymore, you know? But at one point, I used to feel something. Before work tore that fucking hole in your fucking chest, you used to be non-cynical. Now look at you. Down to suck a lemon. I'm still delivering fucking flowers for IKEA. What the fuck? Johnny was a good guy. Johnny used to watch season 1 of The Simpsons. Before The Simpsons was even good. And to be a hipster, he did say season 1 of The Simpsons was his favorite. Yeah, this is the nice groove. So, about that Oblivion remake, it was supposed to shadow drop today, but from the looks of things, the only thing that dropped was the Pope. Good grief, the bear is a comedian. What does he say, Fozzie? Good grief, the comedian's a bear. You fucked up. You fucked up the Kermit thing. Longtown. Motorway ahead, prohibited traffic, bear left. Fozzie, you gotta go on the left. Kermit, I can't go on the left. I'm a right-winger. Fozzie, stop. Don't be political. Tucker Carlson, waka waka. Fozzie, stop going on these podcasts. They're grifters. I need to get noodles. Waka waka. What the fuck is this? Fozzie, you're on a right-wing grifter podcast. Kermit, I don't give a fuck. I was doing a Cookie Monster impression earlier today. Cookie. I don't know what that YouTube link is. I'm driving. You distract me while I'm driving, I'm gonna go straight into that Texaco garage and fucking explode, okay? I got precious flowers I need to deliver. I don't know any right-wing podcast or left-wing podcast. I just thought of something. Fozzie! Kermit, what is it? Joe Rogan. You got Joe Rogan in your left ear, and in your right ear, you got Jordan B. Peterson. Oh, wait. Fozzie, I know you got Joe Rogan in your left ear, and you got Bill Maher in your right ear. He's got a left-wing podcast in his left ear and a right-wing podcast in his right ear. And his brain is in the middle. Yeah, I haven't decided which side of the disagreement I want to settle on. Kermit, you can't do this. Your opinion's too important. What the fuck would you know, Fozzie? You don't listen to any podcasts. But Kermit, you have to be educated before you offer your opinion. You just sound like me, Fozzie, you fucker. Limp dick. I need to watch more Asmongold. Kermit, get off that centrist shit. You mean Reddit? I love Reddit. It sounds like you're saying ribbit. Waka waka Reddit. That's where Fozzie got his iconic fedora. Kermit, I was browsing on these subreddits and they have this amazing selection of fucking... You wouldn't say fucking. Fedora. r/Fedora. Red Hat Linux. They got a great selection of distros. Fozzie, I'm not using that Linux shit. I'm gonna go on Windows. Miss Piggy says if I don't get this report done by Tuesday, I'm fucked. Ah, Kermit, forget Miss Piggy. We're gonna watch all these great Tarantino movies. Isn't Tarantino a right-wing grifter? No. You got this political mumbo-jumbo stuck in your fucking brain. You need to get off Reddit. How else would I get my lingo, my memes, and also where to get new hats? That is a good point. What type of car is this? What time is it in the world? Hold on. That was a near miss, but it's all right. It's at 12. Let's go up to 12 o'clock. You know what that means? It's my favorite radio station time. Yeah, you thought this was my favorite radio station? Just it's Househeads. Oh yes. Light it up. Hasn't gotten to a fast bit. When it happens, you'll know. It's a very odd layout here in Edinburgh, or at least close to Edinburgh. There's nobody approaching from my left. There's plenty of traffic. Oh shit! That was a close one. Yeah, this is it. Wait, Bjork? What's Bjork doing? What?
Men, fat, funny, they can be silly, hardcore.
What's Bjork doing on a truck? What is she doing here?
Men, fat, funny, they can be silly.
They can be silly. Men who are fat, funny, silly. Wanting to stop off at Texaco Garage. Yeah, this is the best I can do for the headlights. You always hear about these lights that have been changed for those more eco-friendly lights. I do miss the original orange ones. There's BP. But in some places they still do have orange lamps. It just depends where you are, I think. So what am I looking at? 40 minutes, which is going to be a lot less. I like this. I like this track. Okay, it's 1 in the morning. Half an hour to go. The next trip, I'll pull up something interesting. Continue on, is it? Oh, what the fuck? This is so strange. The road kind of divides in a weird way. It's 10 miles to Edinburgh, it says. Okay, indicate. Look, that's on anyone else if they decide to sneak up on my inside. Is anyone... Oh, he's gonna overtake me now, look. There he goes. Indicator. .40-mile zone, is it? So yeah, we're getting really close now. You can see it on the mini-map. Look at this. I think full beam. Wait, full beam lights are on. That's not good. It should only be dipped. Okay, it is dipped. I think it needs to be blue if it's full headlights, full headlamps. Okay, going around the whole roundabout. Oh, what are you doing? You're stuck. Oh yeah. Fucking look what you've caused, man. Look at this. I whacked into him because I was impatient. Fuck off. That's 1% damage now. See you fucking gobshite. He got stuck on the roundabout, and because of that, I was impatient and wanted to go around, hit into that fucking yellow truck. It's in the past.
I wanted you to hear this.
And I go. Done. Now head towards red flag. Where the fuck am I parking? Over there? I wonder, will this pay off the fucking loan though? The bills. Hold on. How am I looking? I want to get it done quick. Just one sec. See, I need to line it up right there. Okay, don't hit the wall. Hold on. This is a very weird song now. Fuck this song.
A little souvenir.
A piece of history. So you remember me.
Fuck this station. When parking, I'll leave it on to something like this. You can see in the rear view mirror here, look. Also, out your window. This is going to absolutely fix it. How am I looking now? Wonky? See, the kind of spot that it's in, there's a bit of a bend. Oh, that's it. Yeah. And then if I go, hold on. I think I have it. Just about. Hold on. I'm losing so much money. Yeah. Okay. It's a bit forward, a bit more forward. A bit left. It's not giving me the option yet. I'm just about eyeball it. Hold on. It's not. I need to move it over somehow. Hold on. If I can move it over without bending the... Hold on. See, I'm being a bit too perfectionist now about this. Yeah, okay. Aim for the truck. We're not aiming for the truck. Are we done? Yes. I got there in the end. So what's the damage? I'm late because I think I slept in Apple Green and then I slept in another petrol station in the north. I think it was near Lisburn. So my total pay is 11,000. Yeah, I'm late by 5 hours because of all those times I stopped in for a fucking Burger King. The Johnny thing, the Johnny story, the Muppets. And there's my golden truck, and that's my pay at the moment, 10 grand. I think at the end of the week I need to pay off my loan. And my email, what's my email coming in with? An overdraft. I think they just took out the money they needed for it. Yeah. So when I was in the minus, they let me go into the overdraft. I don't know. The loan hasn't been repaid though. Let me look at the bank. Fuck. I need to pay 45 grand in at least a month, and I'm paying 20% interest. It's not bad. It's not bad. I got a couple of grand left over to fix it up, you know. I think 2 more jobs, and then I'll be able to... Oh, fuck me, the window. Or not the window, the mirror's down there. That's me. That's me in the corner. Okay, this is just fucking driving around. Hold on. This is my truck. This isn't the IKEA truck. This is nobody else's truck but mine. Yeah, there you go. A sad, lonely life. Driving around fucking Birmingham at night. Let's see now. Well, I do Belfast instead of Dublin for a change. Because I've see, I haven't unlocked Waterford, Wexford. See, any of these other ones, I haven't unlocked them. But I've unlocked Lauren, Belfast, and Dublin. And I haven't actually been to Newry. Is there any Belfast to Newry, Sarah? Oh, from where I am to Newry, but that's a long one. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. Is there any that start in Belfast then? Have a look. So Belfast to... Belfast to Aberdeen. Oh, that's another long one. See, I don't get a choice where they drop you off. Boric acid. Okay. Interesting. Any shorter kind of drives? That's way down to what? Yeah, Wexford. Clothes. Fuck. And garlic. Sheep wool. That's not bad. That's not bad. I won't be going into Glasgow though. I don't know if that will count as unlocking it. Go back now. The one that I'm looking at is 4.5, which is not that long. Wait, this is only... Oh, this is expires, you see. Vinegar. What? I'm delivering vinegar to Limerick. Belfast. No. This is the one I'm kind of thinking of. It's 8k as well, so I'll take it. I'll be straight onto the boat and then driving through Scotland. I won't be even, like, staying in Belfast. I've got trucking. Oh, I like the sounds of this truck. This is a good one. Look at that. Look at that for a turn. Have you seen such skill on turning a truck like that before? And there it is. The famous where Toy Story 1 Buzz and Woody have that fight at the petrol station. And I'm on the wrong fucking way. My brain is attuned to the wrong side of the road. I'm an American trucker. But yeah, they filmed that bit of Toy Story in that garage back there, so they did. They got Tim Allen and Tom Hanks in those green screen suits. You see, people think animators do all that stuff. They don't. What actually happens is they get people in ghillie suits and green suits, and they green screen in the characters after they do it. See, motion capture wasn't that big back then, so you know those white sticky balls that they put on the actors? You know, Tom Hanks said, "I'm not doing this movie if you do that shit." But Tim Allen was like, "What, Woody? Come on!" And then he decided to do it anyway. So originally they were going to green screen in Buzz and Woody, and also my headlights are fucking not on. Wow, I like the look of this. It's almost like real life. You know, this trucking is like real life. It says 10 hours, but once I get onto that ferry, it comes down quite fast. But 10 hours, I think, is for the total delivery time as well. So it goes against you. Now that's a nice look. I don't know if I'd function well if I lived under a motorway. Some people have lived near airports. Some people have lived near train stations. I don't think I could hack it. Well, one of the first places that I was going to consider staying at... No, I don't think I ever considered. That's a lie. We've been on this road before, man. A place that a guy I knew that we might have stayed with for second year of college was considering a place under the railroad track of the Dart in Dublin. And he said he went for the viewing, the house viewing. And he was like, I don't think I like this. I didn't bother going to that one anyway. And I also heard an account of what someone else had, you know, of staying there. Oh, fuck me, man. Run me off the road. If he was coming around my side of the roundabout at the same time as well, fuck. Throw in some indicators, you know. Nobody respects the indicator light anyway. Goes for real life, end this. Yeah, enough that boring fucking chat about the apartment and all that stuff. Fucking boring. 1 second. My PC's infected. So let's talk topical news. So people are mad about that space disaster at the moment. Not only did they go to space, they also wasted the 5 or so minutes they had up there to promote a tour that's on Earth. It's not on Mars to some aliens, but you know, the more you listen to the story, the funnier and weirder it gets. You know, people have moved on to the Pope, but you know, the Pope's old news now. It's all about that space stuff. You know, we haven't been to space, so we have plenty of time to talk about it. Yeah, this is the groove. But anyway, the space thing. They didn't land on the moon. They didn't stay in a space station for 9 months. They were barely in space, I was told. And, you know, only once you've been in space can you truly love and appreciate people and the Earth. You know, before growing up I was a heartless bitch, but now I see all the love and, you know, that looks like... What country is that? What do I think I am, Alfred Einstein? You see, I see all the love that will come from people coming to my tour. And also I see Circle K. But, you see, you could look out the window, but I'm choosing to spend these precious moments getting this camera to fucking work. Yeah, come on. There it is. To promote this tour. You know, tickets are hard to sell these days, and the Earth's always going to be there. Do you remember JFK making that big grand speech about the moon, where man has never gone before? Imagine this being your first space travel mission ever, and the complaints are about gender. This song is about being offended. I want jazz, but I don't want you to speak. Your speaking license has been revoked. Okay. Interesting.
The body.
That's the same shit. Nah. Nah. What type of fucking music is this? We're on Barfly Radio now. Yeah, Barfly Radio! This is what I'm talking about, Barfly Radio. Yeah. Copyright. So where was I? Oh yeah. Remember JFK made that big speech about going where man has never gone before? Imagine that being the first space travel mission ever, and the complaints are about what's between your legs. You know, they put a man on the moon. Wait, they put a man on the moon? Not a woman? No, but a Russian woman did go to space, but she didn't promote her tour or show her moon to anyone while doing it. You know, it could be worse. You could promote your country by planting a flag on the surface of the moon and leave a couple of golf balls lying around there. But according to many, that didn't happen, so You know, this is all we've got. Celebrities in space. You know, they say it's the worst thing in the world, and I disagree. It's them coming back that's the worst thing in the world. You know, I've heard them say, you know, look at the moon, look at the moon. And I'm thinking to myself, which one? If I had to title the whole adventure, I'd call it Muppets in Space, but, you know, that's taken. Blues and jazz. Jazz and blues.
Enjoy and relax with the music on RadioArt.com.
RadioArt.com. Is Dream City any good? It's a web radio station though. Nah. It's pretty good. Albanian rock. Is that nice and slow? Boom, 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 boom. Sorry about that. Just checking something, one sec. Yeah, hold on. So this is the truck I'm at. Sheepwool. I think I had something better to talk about with that whole mention the space thing. There's a big ferry there, look. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, let's go. Only takes 2 hours. Only takes 2 hours, you say? Well, I'll be damned. Boom, 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 boom. Just give me a moment here, hold on. Aha. Oh, my fucking neck. Yeah, that's what I want. Please drive on the left side of the road. You get a fine for driving on the wrong side. I learned that the hard way. There goes the whole fucking road sign. And we're back in old Scotland. Reminder, drive on the left side of the road. Again. That reminds me. Let's just leave it on this nice page. Back to the fucking those people stuck up in space. The Muppets from space. You know, before there'd be stipulations about who and what could go up there, we started small by sending fruit flies because fuck fruit flies. Nobody likes them. Not even fruits. So after sending them all the way up, I don't know if they came down, but I assume they lived up there looking for people to harass, but Then we decided to send up Albert the space chimp. Primate! He wasn't a chimp. He was a hero. You know, it's not wise to speak ill of the dead, but he went all the way up, but sadly passed away on landing. You know, then it was the dogs' turn, and they settled on female-only dogs because they were trained better than us males, and they went to the bathroom easier. So they get their chance, and then for some reason we got bored of that and sent up rabbits. Probably to promote magazines or something. Then an ape. This song is something else. So after we sent an ape up, because I was doing my research on this, what we sent up there. After the ape's turn, would you not believe it? It was a guinea pig, which is the one that caught on. I don't know how that happened, but you know, the guinea pig's more famous than the rabbits. Then we put cats up there. Then it was the frogs, fish, and then last, spiders. They probably sent them up to eat those fucking fruit flies from earlier, but before we sent ourselves up there, but you know. So back to reality, not the past. Because people hate listening to an old man ramble, but you would go to space and then you'd become famous. Whereas now, you have to be famous if you want to go there. You see, could Michael Collins sing? No. See, he's not important enough to send up there anyway, so enough about him. So not only did they go to space, they spent 5 or so minutes up there to promote a tour that's on Earth. Not on Mars to some aliens, but you know, there you have it. And we've checked in, we've docked in, and this is what else I have to say. But it really makes you appreciate the smaller and finer things in life, like being able to use soap. They don't have soap in those space stations. What was once a 5-minute shower becomes a whole hour ordeal. I did hear they want to make a space hotel, and from my experience with hotels, they tend to come with some interesting things. See, typically when you go on a holiday, you spend a lot of time in the hotel, but you know, you get sick of it, and then you want to go on a walk. Only problem is, you're in space. There isn't a whole lot to do or see up there. Have you looked at the moon yet? Yes, I've fucking looked at the moon. Have you looked directly at the sun? No? We were told not to do that. Okay, then, what about the Earth? No, I'm sick of that place. That's why I'm here in the space hotel. No, I think I'm gonna get drunk and vomit in the space bathroom. You know, and sometimes you'll get sick of the person you're there on holiday with and say, you know, give me some personal space. You know, it's hard to do because it's all space. It's not your space. See, that's why it's important to have a family. A real close-knit and tight family unit. There was a family unit and their ranch burned down, but then you learn they were a bunch of horse-riding hippies. You see, their leader ends up in jail, and in jail you have inmates. They're your new family. So I heard your house burned to the ground, and now you're stuck in here listening to me go on about the turnips I robbed story on repeat till one of us dies. So the conversation then leads to being dark, and Manson leans in and says, I'd like to be cremated when I die. So what does this inmate do but set him ablaze? He didn't appreciate that very much, and why the hell would you do that? Well, your story about the ranch gave me a bright idea. You said you wanted to be burned to ashes, but I guess you're not ready for that yet. So days pass, months pass, and years pass. And then he's old, and that turnip thief has been long gone. He's been gone so long, he now misses the same old story about how he robbed the turnips. Well, that was a fucking Italian song or something. Back to the story. So anyway, well, now he becomes ill, and he passes away. And they cremate him, and they spread his ashes on a hill per his wishes, and everybody celebrates. Except for the one guy who stole the turnips. who was sitting at home peeling spuds for dinner, and says, I knew that feller very well, and I know for a fact he told me he didn't like being burned to bits and strewn around the place, and he owes me $500. And that was the end of Charles Manson. But they were a family. Not a good family. Some would say the most rotten family to ever exist. Maybe this jazz station will catch on. It's hard to collect my thoughts on space when I'm spacing out on my job. My job on the lonesome road. Let's not do over the speed limit. This might be my last trek out here in the wilderness. There's lots of green, but not a lot of apple green. What's that? Slow the fuck down. We're going up. Where are we going? We're going way up to Oban. Never been. Have you been? I was talking to this Polish lady and I realized, you know, we talk in riddles in Ireland. Do you know what I mean? She says to me, she says to me, she says to me, she says to me, come here to me now. So are you up to anything later? And I came out with, I do be doing, so I am. What? I'm not even sure what I meant. She says to me then, I can tell you're a good person. And I'm like, how's that? Oh, you're smiling. Just because someone is smiling doesn't mean they're a good person. You know, I said to her, murderers, you know, smile all the time. It doesn't mean that they're any good. And she found that funny. But now I understand why there's a lot that end up murdered. You know, isn't he a handsome devil? Well, you admitted he was a devil, so that's on you. You know, it turns out she was right. You know, I am a nice guy because I brought her out to the woods and she hasn't complained since. That trip to the woods was great. I should maybe go back and see how she's doing. She hasn't spoke a bit since. Didn't mean to do that. We're getting some actual news. Who knows what they're on about? Funky, strange.
Det veldig innpå meg personlig at mine kollegaer blir skadet på jobb. Og nå har jeg ikke hele årsaksbildet, men vi vet at det er for...
Cool radio. There's only like 3 radio stations I actually like. The foreskin news. The usual radio stations are not hitting. They're lacking.
Menyen signalchat, der kona og broren var med.
Nope.
Nå melder en radiostasjon at Trump...
Vinyl FM.
The body is that.
Some morbid shit on that.
Jederzeit in der 90s App.
90s.
Og så er det klart at dette
You're still chatting on Jazz FM.
Sa Tove Bjørgaas.
I hovedet.
Det er mest om aftenen. Jeg har den ikke rigtig.
Okay, it's Househeads. I hate to be the doing that again, but the only thing that's working is Househeads. And even at that, Househeads is kind of lacking. How much more distance until like the motorway? This is not optimal. Good thing I slowed down. I was gonna get caught there for speeding. What time is it? It's 6:30. How long have I been going? It's 12 o'clock at night. So anyway, I'm doing this last delivery in honor of Pope Francis. Two hours 41 minutes. I'd say about 2 hours of decent stuff, whereas 40 minutes. I was only getting going at the start. I was warming up for those 40 minutes, definitely, for sure. And now I'm in the cool-off period, which is the nice bit. So let me think of some celebrity names to throw on here, so then on the YouTube VOD, you know, they'll appear. John Travolta. There's one. I can't exactly say them all in a row now because I think YouTube has caught on to that. I'm not throwing that fucker onto the list. He can stay there in the chat. We got two peas in a pod. Yeah, I can't wait to watch The Last of Us with Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. There you go. I think you need to be kind of smart about how you say it, because there was one stream I did where I had like 12 or at least like 16 different names on the YouTube kind of window thing. Christopher Walken, what about that book? There was a guy on the front of my mind there, and now he's completely gone. Yep, it's completely gone. J.K. Simmons. But it wasn't J.K. Simmons that I was thinking of. I was thinking of someone else. I'm gonna remember who it was when I stop streaming anyway. No, we're not gonna mention him. He's off the deep end. Heston Blumenthal. That guy's struggling at the moment. He's got like mental health issues or something. But now I've mentioned him because he was mentioned in the chat. Yeah, it's a decent drum machine. Gilbert Gottfried. There's someone I actually wanted to mention that would have been worth like even speaking about, but I don't know. It's completely faded away from my thoughts. Look at that. A nice turn. Oh yeah, Katy Perry. That's what it was. All because of that space thing. Look at this. Yeah, what happened anyway? So when they touched down on Earth, apparently Katy Perry, she planted her lips on the ground. She's down to Earth and making out with it. The Earth is dirty. It's full of dirt and worms. You know, she took the saying "love the Earth" too literally. You know, but burn the planet to promote your tour. That seems smart. Yeah, I only if you go to space can you really appreciate people. I got a 60-miler road here. Turn that slightly down. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's so much better for my ears. I think I had something to say about something that's coming out soon tomorrow. I don't know why the dashboard goes mental, indicating. I have a thing for this watch.
Am I here?
There we go.
Am I here? For the PlayStation 2.
Oh shit. Yeah, I hope that thing wasn't up on the stream for this whole time, because that would look fucking bad. Yeah, I don't want the fucking wet wipes thing up. Hold on. Yeah, they're not on it now, but I mean, if they're up there the whole time, that's not good. I mean, the ad does change from time to time. Oh, Texaco. Nah, I'm not stopping Costa. You can fuck off. It was up there for a while. I just thought it was a part of Twitch. And you've been trying to find a way to get rid of it. Ah. That's a shame. I guess people are falling for it. The people on YouTube are thinking, this looks shit, and the people on Twitch are thinking, how do I get rid of this? Somebody's being towed. Mr. Toad! You know, I think I've run to the edge of what I can say tonight. You know, I think I've said what I've had to say. They didn't even pay their fucking fees. The perfect quality. I don't know if that's a compliment or a diss. Fucking yeah! can't flash the lights. It's not nighttime. Is he saying Gucci gang? Oh, fuck's sake, I'm going into the... I'll fuck up the whole truck for that. And I crashed into a pedestrian. Oh well. Look, I'm willing to take a nosedive in pay. I'm not fucking bopping to that Gucci gang shit. Okay, one sec.
You've heard of green flags. You've heard of black bags. If you're struggling to get your Johnson raw red, why not get some help?
These are some weird ads they got on this. That's better. Hideo Kojima FM. Gucci gang kills the mood. It really does. You'd think in the year of 2025 we would have moved past the notion that fucking brands matter at all. It was like revealed, and I mean, if it takes this to really, you know, pull the blinds up on reality, I don't know what will. But it came out in the news that in China they just make all of the, you know, designer handbags and stuff, and it's made, you know, for really cheap. But like, we all knew this ages ago. Most luxury brands are just a cheap shit where they put a logo on it and then, you know, it's worth like 10 times what it should be worth. So, it's not new.
Consume. Purchase. You must purchase. Go to Burger King. Go to Burger King now. You missed your turn off for Burger King.
Fucking hell. Driving down the motorway. Had to make sure I didn't leave that fucking on. Yeah, we're making good progress. You know, this is a long drive. Let's see if I have any jokes. Do I have any fucking jokes on my phone? Yeah, I know these jokes are quite choice jokes, I'd say. I don't know. I don't think the people in the stream at the moment can really, you know, take these jokes and not get offended. I'm just reading through them right now. Yeah, here's one that I think many of you can take on the chin or on the face. Messed up. I didn't mess up. It's all according to my plan. Okay, you want to hear one? You know, he says he's good at reading people like a book. Yeah, Facebook. That's the only kind of joke here. The rest of them are quite a choice, like I said. And then in my notes, I have like random things as well. They're not all jokes. I'm just laughing in my head to some of these. Hold on. Here's one. Considering that I'm in Scotland right now, and I overshot it. Oh, great. That's the fucking trip. That's the money I've earned on this trip. Fucked. Yeah, it's fine. You hear about these people who eat sheep brains. I mean, you should give it a try sometime. Food for thought. You know, I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that some people get a little sheepish when they order it. So there, it's a real delicacy, sheep brains, but people get a little bit sheepish when you order it. Oh, was too focused about reversing to fucking really give that my full attention. Let's go back on the phone here. It's important to go on your phone while you're driving, okay? Just 1 second. I don't know. I don't know if I can tell this one. Let's see. You hear about PewDiePie? You ever hear what he's doing? He's got a son, so he's got no time to play Happy Wheels and scream on camera. You know, he has enough of that at home, but I heard his wife wants to instill some strong sense of justice in him. But when it came to the topic of race, he said, "We'll cross that bridge when we come to it." Saying the N-word probably, and I ran into that guy. So that's the joke ruined. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You need a bit of context for that fucking joke. I don't think we'll need another one. Let's see. Nah. You see, some of these are just fucking ideas I fucking throw around here in my magic phone, so... The concept of that is good, but it's not worth saying though. I'm getting really hungry. Nothing to do with the stream either. I'm just getting hungry. Hold on. That's a long setup. Hold on. Yeah, sometimes I'll just write like a really, really fucking long joke and then it's not even worth it, so... No, I don't like that one. Yeah, sometimes I look back at my notes app and I'm thinking, what was I fucking thinking? Scotland's nice though. I mean, half my truck is in bits. And I'm driving with one hand when I should be looking at the road. I don't have any short ones, do I? No, I can't say that one. That needs work. Okay, I don't really have any jokes anymore. You know,
the jokes have run dry.
Yeah, not even the fucking joke bot has any more jokes left. So you're just left with these fucking what's the word? Religious dogmas or something. You fucking hate it when people have run out of, you know, people say comedians are the modern day philosophers, but I disagree. I feel sorry for the actual modern day philosophers. As to quote a great late comedian on his last comedy special. And you get to name him and drop him into the YouTube description AI thing now. The late great Norm Macdonald. Let's see, well, here's a social thing, a rambler. So when you buy a game, you think you're getting a whole new experience, and to a degree you do, but all that really changes is the arrangement of pixels on the screen and what the audio plays. Other jazz will work really well with this. If you could take that attitude with games and apply that to everything on your phone, you'll realize that what really changes is your perception of something. You're the same, and the people view you through their own game filter of you. So don't get hung up about what someone says about you. So there's a bit of wisdom in that. There wasn't any joke though. So when you buy a new game, the only thing that really changed was the pixels on the screen. So think about that the next time you see something on your phone. It's only perspective. It's not the world that changes, it's your perception. Wow, he can come out with these really profound thoughts, eh?
Stick to the jokes.
This sounds like LA Noir. Oban. Yeah, perspective is quite a tricky one to draw. And listen to this. If you ever get stuck, you know, maybe you get in a rut, remember this. Remember the days that you weren't stuck in a rut. Because when you were younger, the only thing you were thinking about was, you know, everything's gonna be alright. And remember times when you said that things were not gonna be alright and then they turned out to be okay. I think we like to blow things out of proportion than what they actually are. The most horrific thing that can happen to you in your life, you know, that might have happened to you already. And now you're over it, so... Not to say it won't affect you, but, you know, things aren't always as terrible as your brain can make them out to be sometimes. And I guess with time, everything can kind of just calm down, so... Look, everybody looks for perfection, but it doesn't exist. You just gotta pretend it does. I like to think that life is absurd, so if anything weird happens in life, I mean, it's all weird, isn't it? It's nice to have a bit of routine to the weirdness is the thing, you know? Just remember, don't get hung up on little things. Things aren't always gonna be bad. Things aren't always gonna be sad. Just be glad. Be glad that you're alive anyway, you know? And, like, don't stress at all, really. When a dog sticks its head out the window, it's not really thinking of much, is it? It's just, like, enjoying the wind. You know, it's easy to say, just take it, you know, take every day as it comes, but... really, just live in the moment. That's all you can do. We're in the mysterious fucking place of Oban. What is this? Someone had to come up with this name and place. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna make no money at all on this delivery. But I'm glad I got there in the end. It's quite sunny in Oban. What's that say? What does it say? Polaris lines. I went to Glasgow in real life, but I didn't get to go to Glasgow in truck life. And I don't think I've unlocked Glasgow yet. I have to go there, so maybe next time. I really need to see what my results were. Hold on. I made 8 grand. Oh! This is good work. You see, I was thinking it was going to be a really low grade. It was going to be terrible, but, you know, things aren't always going to be as bad as you think. Now, what to put points into eco driving? Maybe not. Here's my yellow truck. Let me look at the jobs quick. You see, I know the time for you other, people across the globe, like I don't have it. This is Euro Truck. This isn't American Trucking Simulator, which is I believe £5 at the moment. But you can drive around Bjorkland.
Men, fat, funny, they can be silly, hardcore, sensual, philosophical.
Philosophical. Yeah, the end of the stream became quite philosophical. I do try not to veer off into philosophical land because it can just start sounding like mumbo jumbo, to be honest, and I think everybody would agree that, you can be a bit philosophical sometimes, but being, overly philosophical can just kind of make things quite stale. Look at all these interesting locations. How the fuck am I going to... You see, I can't select any of these because I haven't delivered there yet. We've only been Dublin, Belfast, Larne, Cairn Ryan, Edinburgh, not Glasgow, Oban, which is quite north, Fort William, fuck. So I haven't been up to Wick, John Wick. Torshaft. I'm just having a look at all these fucking spots. I'm gonna have to get that truck on the ferry to Iceland. I think so. Hold on. These are just like different trucks you can pick. Okay. I delivered grapes. I delivered... I don't know if I delivered pallets, but I delivered some other rubbish. Let's pretend it was something worthwhile, because I don't think it was. Oh, I delivered something here, didn't I? It might have been rubber. To Chelmsford. Well, at least I got to deliver to nice different locations today, because before I was delivering fucking Grimsby every day. I was just delivering beans to Grimsby, and like, that's fucking boring. Like, no offense to anybody who has to deliver stuff for a living that's the same every day, but I don't think I could do it. Grimsby. Thanks for coming to the stream.
I'm here for the PlayStation 2.
Hello everyone, it's Simon. It is raining.